Hello students, today we will start exercise 1.4. So let us discuss one by one. So the first question is, find the union of each of the following pairs of sets. So two sets are given to you have to find the union of both the sets. So we have discussed already what do you mean by union, intersection, difference of two sets, right, in my previous lectures. So these are the problems. Now it's time to apply the theoretical concept to solve those practical problems. Okay, to solve those problems. So let us see. Here two sets are given to us. X equals to 1, 3, 5 and Y is a set containing three elements 1, 2 and 3. So what will be union X? This is a symbol X union Y. So union का मतलब क्या था? पहले जो सेट में जो भी एलिमेंट्स है सब लिख दो, दूसरे एलिमेंट में जो भी सेट है सब लिख दो, और जो कॉमन एलिमेंट्स है उसको एक बार लिखो, राइट? इट इज वेरी इजी. दैट मीन्स यू हैव टू राइट ऑल द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ बोथ द सेट्स, बट repetition is not allowed, isn't it? Because in case of set theory, a set is a collection of well defined distinct objects. So if any elements repeated, then just write it one at a time. Then here you see it will be 1, here also 1, so you just write 1. Then 2 is there, I have written 1, it is 2, so just write 2. Then 3 is there, just write 3. Then 3 is also there, and 5. Okay, 5. So this is the X union Y. Now it will be A union B, right? A is there, B is there, so A union B. So A union B will be what? A is there, so you just write A. Then B is there, you write B. Then C is there, you write C. Then write all of this, E, I, O, U. It's done. It's very easy, right? So in this case, first of all, you have to identify the sets properly. Then you have to write the union of the sets. So first of all, you have to write this A. Now this A is what? X, such that X is a natural number and multiple of 3. So X must be a natural number and it should be a multiple of 3, right? So what will be this? This will be, we know the set of natural numbers starts from 1. So 1 is not a multiple of 3, isn't it? So multiple of 3 means what will be the numbers? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, dot, dot, dot. It's an infinite set. Now what will be the set B? Set B is X such that X is a natural number less than 6. You have to write less than 6. So we know natural number starts from 1. So you just write starts from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No need to write 6. You have to stop here because you are allowed to write all the natural numbers which are less than 6. So you have to stop up to 5. Now you have to write the union. Now it is very easy. You just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then write this set properly. So it will be 6, then 9, then 12, then 15, then 18. Right? So it's very easy. Now next number 4 is X such that X is a natural number and this X is strictly greater than 1 and less than or equals to 6. So it is also easy. This X is strictly greater than 1, right? So this A equals to, it will be 2. It should be start from 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Equality is there. So you can write 6, right? Now set B is what? X such that X is a natural number and 6 strictly less than X and strictly less than 10. So it starts from 7, 7, 8, 9. You have to stop here because it is strict inequality. So you have to stop here. Now what will be A union B? It will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's done. Right? And number 5 is homework for you. Okay? So these problems are very easy. So no need to explain anything behind these problems. So before that, pause the video, note it down. So let us continue our discussion. So this is problem number 2. Number 2 is what? Let A equals to A comma B and B equals to A, B, C. Two sets are given to you. Now the question is A proper subset B? First question is this, okay? That means if A is properly contained in B, yes of course. Why? Because the set A contains two elements A and B, and both the elements A and B are also the elements of A and B. Sorry, also the elements of B. Okay? That means this set is entirely contained in the set B. So I can write yes, A is a proper subset of B. Yes, A is a proper subset of B. Right. Now next question is what is A union B? So it is again easy. A union B is what? Therefore, A union B. Now what is A union B? You just write all the elements of A and B, but the repeated element you have to write one at a time. Now A is there, A is there, A is there, so you just write A. B is there, B is there, so you just write B. And C is there, so you write C. So A union B is A comma B comma C. And this is basically what? This set is basically this set B itself. Okay? Now the next question is, if A and B are two sets such that A is a proper subset of B, then what is A union B? So it is a very interesting question. If a set is properly contained in another set, like for example, if you take your classroom is one set and your college is another set, so in this case I can say that the classroom is entirely contained in the college, right? So if you are going to take the union of your classroom and the college, then the union will be the whole college, isn't it? So in this case, what is given to you, the hint is one set is entirely contained in another set. Then what will be the union of both the set? The union of both the set is bigger set, isn't it? In this case you see, here A is a proper subset of B, isn't it? That is why A union B is my B. Right? Because A is entirely contained in the set B. So if you take the union, then you will find the bigger set. Now here it is same. If A and B are two sets such that A is a proper subset of B, then what is A union B? So A union B is my B itself. Right? Because the set A is entirely contained in the set B. If you treat your A is your classroom and B as your college, then your classroom is entirely contained in the college. So if you are going to take the union of your classroom and your college, then the answer will be your college, right? So therefore A union B equals to what? B. Since A is a proper subset of B. It's easy. Now question number 5, question number 6 and question number 7 are homework for you, because in this case some sets are given to you. You just you have to find the union of the sets, intersection of both the sets. So it's very easy. You just try to solve by your own. Okay? If you find any kind of confusion, then you can ask me. Then number 7. Number 7 is what? 4 sets are given to you, right? Set A is if A equals to X such that X is a natural number. Now what type of set is this A? A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This type of sets. Right? Now B is what? X such that X is an even natural number. Now what will be the even natural number? 2, 4, 6, dot dot dot. Right? Now what is C? C is X such that X is an odd natural number. So what are those odd natural number? 1, 3, 5, dot dot dot. Right? Now what is D? D is X is a prime number. Now what numbers are prime number? You have to know prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, dot dot dot. Right? Now you have to find those. A intersection B. Now A intersection B, what is A intersection B? If you take both the intersection means you have to take the common elements of both the sets, right? So what are the common elements between A and B? The common elements will be 2 is there, 2 is there, 4 is there, 4 is there, 5 is 6 is there, 6 is there. So it will be what? 2, 4, 6, dot dot dot. That means this is nothing but the set of all even natural number, right? So this set is nothing but your set B. This answer is B. Okay. So what is A intersection C? A intersection C is 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 5. So you have to write this 1, 3, 5, dot dot dot. So this is the set of all odd natural number. So this is nothing but your set C. Now what is A intersection D? A intersection D is your 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5. 7 is also there, isn't it? 7 is also natural number. So it is nothing but your 2, 3, 5, 7, dot dot dot. So this is nothing but what? All prime numbers. So it will be your set D. Right? What is B intersection C? B intersection C will be, you see, 2 is there but 2 is not there. 1 is there, 1 is not there, because this set is a set of all even natural number and this is the set of all odd natural number, right? So that means there is no common element in between the sets B and C. So it will be an empty set, so it is 5. Right? So what is B intersection D? B intersection D. So here you will get, I think, 2 only. Only 2. Right? Because in this case the sets are 4, 6, 8, 10. That means all even natural number, and we know 2 is the only even natural number which is the prime number, right? Except 2, all the prime numbers are odd natural number. So this set is a singleton 2. It will be a singleton set containing the element 2. Now what is C intersection D? C intersection D will be, it will be what? You have to write all odd natural number, right? So it will be 3, 5, 7, ... This is C intersection D. Okay, so these things are very easy. You just practice it properly. Rest all the things are easy. So before that, pause the video and note it down. Hello everyone. So let us continue our discussion. So this is problem number 8. The problem is, which of the following pairs of sets are disjoint? So 3 questions are there. Each question carry 2 pairs of sets. You have to find which pairs are disjoint. Disjoint means if you find the intersection of both the sets, then the intersection must be an empty set. Okay, that means there is no common element between both the sets. Okay. So the question number 1 is, 2 sets are there. So you have to write this solution part properly. So let A equals to rename those sets. Let A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and B equals to, B is the what? X, such that no need to write it again. You just write this set properly. X such that X is a natural number. X is a natural number, and restriction is 4 less equals to X less equals to 6. Right? That means you can include both the endpoints. Okay? Because equality is there. So it will be 4, 5 and 6. Okay? So therefore, what is A intersection B? That means you have to find the common elements between both the sets. So 1 is there but 1 is not there. 2 is there, 2 is not there. 3 is there, 3 is not there. But 4 is there and 4 is there. So 4 is a common element. So it is 4, and this is not equals to an empty set. Right? That means A intersection B is not is an empty set. So therefore A and B are not disjoint. So therefore A and B are not disjoint. A and B are not disjoint. Okay. Now again you have to rename this. Let A equals to A, E, I, O, U, and B equals to C, D, E, F. So therefore, what is A intersection B? A intersection B is, A is common, no common, E. E is there. So it is a singleton E. So therefore, which is not is an empty set. Isn't it? This is not is an empty set. So again, therefore, A and B are not disjoint. A and B are not disjoint. Okay. Again, you have to rename this. Let A equals to this set. This is an even integer, right? So this set will be exactly what I have done in our previous problem. So it is an even integer. So 2, 4, 6, 8, ... And B is what? Suppose B is this. So it is an odd integer. So it will be 1, 3, 5, 7, all odd integers. So therefore, what is A intersection B? There is no common element in between the sets, in both the sets. So it will be an empty set, right? So therefore, A and B are disjoint. Okay. So this is the solution part, and it is again an easy problem, right? So I think it is clear for you. So before that, pause the video, note it down. Hello everyone. So let us continue our discussion. So question number 9 is your homework, right? So try to do yourself. It is very easy. Number 10 I am going to do. Two sets are there, x and y. First of all I have to find the x difference y, right? So the meaning of x difference y I have already discussed in my previous lectures. So do watch these lectures again. So what do you mean by x difference y? You have to find the common element between x and y and remove the common element from the set x and write the resultant elements, right? That means first of all you have to identify which elements are common in between the sets x and y. So a is not there, right? B is there, yeah, B is there, so B is common. C is not there and D is common, so B and D are common. So you just remove this B and D from the set x and write the resultant element, it is A and C, right? So similar concept you have to apply here. Y difference x. So in this case, what you have to do, you just find the common element between the sets x and y and remove these common elements from the set y, right? So the common elements between x and y is B and D, right? So you have to remove B and D from the set and you have to write f comma g, right? So now what is x intersection y? It is very easy. It is A, B, C, D, then B, C, D, F, G. It is also easy. Now it is a very easy question. If R is the set of real numbers and Q is the set of rational numbers, then what is R difference Q? So R difference Q is a set of irrational numbers. Set of irrational numbers. It is easy. You have already done it in your HSLC level, I think. Now number 2 is again your homework. So if you find any kind of difficulty in your homework part, then you can ask me, okay? So thank you.